All right. All right. Good night, Majo. Long day today and feel dead. Yikes. Thanks. Yeah. Have a good night. Enjoy your nap. Enjoy your sleep. Get well rested.
Welcome, Commander. Please choose your starting location. Battle started.
All right. Let's do this. Hey, Arcanum, thanks for the 2 gifted.
에듬직스 저스트 서브스크라이브드 아카놈 밑줄 24 기프티드 아티에리 숲투 에듬직스
Appreciate it. How you doing?
알소 밑줄 멜리스 저스트 서브스크라이브드 아카놈 밑줄 24 기프티드 아티에리 숲투 알소 밑줄 멜리스
Low power.
How's it going? Okay, I think I have semi-food poisoning. Uh-oh. That ain't good.
Units under attack. Unit lost. The whole team is wasting energy.
Yeah, breakfast restaurant came back with like a zombie in RA2. Yikes. That sucks. At least you have an idea what it was. Am I doing? I'm all right. I mean, I was on about like an hour or so ago, and then I decided to take a little bit of a break because of heartburn. Gastroenterologist assistant. Yeah.
Units under attack.
Oh, blues.
Unit lost.
Well, you might be wanting to take that, but maybe I can get past it. Yep, still got it. He's getting Blue's getting fed getting fed stuff.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Repeat. That I'm learning from your place. Not very useful. Yeah, I would have more mexes if Red didn't just take all of them that were freaking along that side, but it is what it is.
Unit lost. Low power. Low power.
Oh, what the hell are those? That's Legion's stuff. I don't know what those are.
Enemy commander destroyed.
So right now I'm spamming maces and stuff. Am I gonna watch anything? I'm starting me when going to sleep. It happened earlier and I dreamed about red dwarfs and gravity. Could also be that croissant. Could definitely be that croissant. Could be just
Your team
indigestion.
reached Tech 2.
Okay, that's an advanced solar. I don't know where this unit is. Oh, okay. I guess now I'm fighting two people.
Warning, minefield detected.
Minefield.
Metal extractor lost. Commander under attack.
I'm facing three people. So I just gotta pull back for a little bit.
Commander under attack.
Man, they are chunking my commander down. What the hell?
Unit received. Unit received.
Need to get this up. Because we have a pretty decent income right now, but yeah, our only issue right now is we're still trying to get the tier 2. We have like, technically we're not tier 2 yet. This guy's tier 2. That's because he's
Unit detected.
okay. They have their first tier 2 unit. But our income is really good. It could definitely be a lot better though.
Units under attack.
Oh, nice. He's upgrading my Mexus for me.
Unit lost. Low power.
The music, thanks. Ceasefire was momentary. Yep. We're kind of stuck in a nice little ceasefire here. The North is having their own little tiff going on. You know, they have their own battles. I'm gonna have to switch these guys to cheapos just so I could get some energy back. There we go. They are. This is their base, though.
Received.
And Pink's holding the middle by himself right now. Need my radar boys to move forward a little bit.
Units under attack. Unit received. Unit lost. Unit received.
Yeah, they're freaking dead.
Low power. Warning, minefield detected. Unit received.
Yeah, we're pushing 3 bases basically. Blue's dead. Purple and teal are, yep, it's GG. They conceded. Balance. General Steel, Stonewall Jackson. Yeah, no. Right? That was pretty well done. Like, my homie was helping build up my mexes while I was pushing forward. Having to hold like 3 people was pretty brutal, but worked out. Got my own tier 2 eventually. And then yeah, just spammed fat boys, radar dudes, and jammer dudes with chaff, and that was the play. I don't want to play against Legion though. I don't like Legion. Glitter titters. What the fuck? Glitter titters. Fat boys did the work. They were body shamed, but they got their revenge. Fat boys are the shit. They are once like a lot of people whenever they go tier 2, like if you're eco, they rush a fat boy, ask for a transport from the area unit, the air player, and like just drop one off at the front line and hand over control, and that just often turns the tide of a battle pretty quickly.
Please choose your starting location.
It also helped that I did a lot of early game damage to blue. Like I killed like 4, it was like 3 or 4 mexes, which was huge. Twit my fucking tipples. Yeah. Freaking boogie. By the way, if you want, we can jump into Discord. I don't mind.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
The way of the warrior.
Although I know it's like midnight for you. And you probably have to go to bed soon. You don't want to wake your neighbors up twitting your tipples. My mother twitted my motherfucking tipples.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
The way of the warrior.
Battle started. Low power. Enemy units spotted. Aircraft spotted.
What's happening, man?
Hey man, I don't know what you're doing in here. I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable.
At least you're saying it, dude. Instead of like, just like being quiet about it, dude. It's like.
Sorry, I meant to say
FFS.
you should know. You should know that you're making me uncomfortable right now with your
Yeah,
presence.
I should know, dude. Yeah. I don't have to communicate. He has to know these things.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Oh man.
if I tell him, then he's just gonna do it because I said something.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny is I had a conversation because I phone my mom every Sunday, right, just to find out how things are going on her
Yeah.
side and stuff. And I called her and she's like, "Hey, are you and Flo still doing games? Because I saw that he's just doing stuff alone now." And then I said to her, "No, I'm over it." And I told her the cliff notes, right, of the story,
Yeah.
and she says, "Yeah, I kind of knew it wouldn't last." She was like, because she was watching one of our I think it was the Portal game that we were playing, and it's just, dude, she was like, yeah, she knew I was frustrated.
Yeah.
She knew that I was getting frustrated and shit. But yeah, no, dude. But it's good. It's good to see you're on and doing your thing. You said you had a bit of acid rounds earlier.
Oh yeah, I made the mistake of having some spicy popcorn chicken, and
Oh,
because
wonderful.
last time I was like, oh man, I didn't have any issues. This time I'm like, oh yeah,
You are overflowing metal.
Yeah, you got a free pass, dude. Last time, it's like the random gods now cursed you this
yeah,
time. Holy crap! Was that your commander?
yeah. I blew it up because I'm gonna get the medal from it in a second. I kind of
Oh,
went a
nice,
step too
nice.
soon, and I forgot to make my con turret. So I'm like, well, shit.
Enemy commander
Yeah, dude, it's
destroyed.
crazy to see like your strats and stuff. Like I'm kind of learning from the strats that you're doing, like just the movement, right, of your commander, the building. I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. I haven't played in a while, but like I'm waiting for my new a new system to
Yeah.
come in. Like I've been waiting a long time for this I built the thing online. So I'm finally getting my, like it's the first time I'm getting a what do you call it, like a tower since I
Yeah.
was in high school / university, dude. It's like it's super, like I'm super geeking out at the moment. Can't tell you,
Nice.
it's
Well,
awesome.
congrats.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it took a while, dude. I had to
Enemy
like
commander
save for a
destroyed.
few years, but like I went big, so yeah,
It's worth
hopefully
it,
this
though.
thing will, yeah, this thing will last me for. The other nice thing about desktop computing, I know everyone's like saying it's getting so expensive now, and I agree, like it is. Like I mean, dude, RAM, holy crap. To
Oh yeah.
find like RAM at a good price now, there is no such thing. There's only like less expensive and more expensive. That's about like it, right?
Yeah.
And but I think, you know, people are still going crazy. Oh, it's so like, is PC gaming dead? It'll never be dead because like you can still upgrade and refresh an entire system with a single graphics card or a single stick of RAM or a new
Yeah.
CPU in the future. It's still much more cost effective, dude, in the long run.
Oh yeah. The only issue is a lot of pre-built PCs are the way to go when it comes to getting just getting new components and stuff. It's oftentimes a lot cheaper to just get a new like pre-built PC than to build one yourself. You know, like and
Yeah,
put it
that's
together,
true, dude.
which is why I did it.
Commander destroyed. Your team
Yeah, that's a bit
reached
like the thing
Tech
is also
2.
you don't want the hassle of like I know like I enjoy building
Units
stuff. Like I
under
used to build
attack.
my own desktops and things like that. Like
Base
there's
under
this cool
attack.
computer shop here that you can go online and literally build your system. You know, you can like pick the parts and the case and everything and then say, okay, will this all work together? And then you just send it in and they'll build it for you. But like I prefer someone else building it for me. I mean, I haven't built, I mean, like the last thing I want is to like, you know, accidentally bend a pin on like I'm gonna be so angry with myself, dude, if that happens.
Yeah.
But dude, I saw this guy that was fixing CPUs. He bought, I think it was like 12 AMD 9800s or
Yeah.
9700s
Unit received.
X3D, and they were all like supposedly damaged, right? So he
Oof.
ended up like purchasing 12 of them for like $100, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Then he tried to, then he went and he saw if he could try to fix them. 7 of them only had bent pins. He fixed the pins. He just bent them right.
Yeah.
And then, you know, put them on eBay. So that guy already made his money back. You know, it's like
Jesus.
literally,
Yeah.
it's quite crazy, dude. But it's a big risk. You know, like if you buy like 12 CPUs that don't work, you could get like 12 lemons, dude. Then you're like stuck there with paperweights, AMD paperweights.
Yeah.
Did I see you're putting like a lot of your dudes into like building your army? That's and
Well, I'm
okay.
right now. I'm eco right now, so I'm just I'm giving everybody tier 2 workers.
Nice.
So
This map is pretty cool, dude. It's like everything's like
The
on
whole
top of each
team
other.
Is wasting energy.
yeah. This map is like one of the common maps people play on. Like the glitter maps and Supreme Isthmus are the popular maps that people tend to play on.
Yeah, yeah.
Air transport detected. Tech 2 unit spotted.
So otherwise, man, how you been? Otherwise, good? All good? You're still hitting bar a lot?
I'm doing mostly all right. Yeah. I mean, when I looked at my my statistics earlier, the other day when I was sharing it. I was like, yeah, that kind of pisses me off a bit more, you know. But
Yeah, I think, you know, like it's like I was thinking about it as well. Like it's also like, I mean, like if you have team games, right? With a lot of dudes, you know, even though they have like maybe like a few followers, you end up getting a little bit of a boost, right? Because people, you know, share each other's, like the funnest thing that I think that most people do is they go to each other's channels to see how they're playing, right? Like I'll look at from your perspective, from Talden's perspective, you know, so on. And I think that also like counts to it because that it completely like split up the community now. You know what I mean, dude? It's insane. It's insane, dude. At least it's not as insane. It's pretty close, but it's not as insane as the whole Jeremy Hambley thing. I don't know if you saw, but like, he's all over the internet right now, dude.
I have no idea who that is, but I feel. Well, who are they?
That dude from he's a dude from the Quartering. That channel that does like it's like a bit of a slop channel. But
Okay.
the long story short is he flagged Kino Casino because they found out some stuff about his wife.
Oh God.
And yeah, so the guy flagged their channels. So Kino Casino
power.
got killed, and then he flagged like 6 other channels, which all got killed. And now the entire internet's turning against him, dude. Like it's insane. Like it's like it's funny to watch. But like yeah, this dude's like, yeah, I've got my own coffee business, and you know it's really tough right now. I'm not making enough money. You know, like I've got a master roaster, and we had to get like a coffee machine, and then people feel sorry for the dude, and they like, you know, like pay up on the channel and stuff. Meanwhile, the entire supposed coffee roastery that this dude built doesn't exist, dude.
What the fuck? Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I love it. I love the freaking drama. As long as it's not happening to us, dude. Yeah, it wasn't fun when it was happening to us, dude. Yeah, I remember we were so like it's still actually technically happening. It's just a little bit ceasefired at the moment.
Yeah. For now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But dude, it'll come right. Hopefully, we'll get more folks in. I'm gonna also do my best to like get my buds to like start playing bar and start watching your channel as well. I've got like 6 friends who are seriously tired of StarCraft, who want to start learning bar.
Yeah.
And they started watching and they're like, wow, this is insane, dude. This game is so freaking amazing. Yeah, StarCraft 2 is just, I don't know, it's kind of like it's been dead for a while now, and now the camel is being beaten, right, for the last bit of milk or whatever.
Yeah.
That it may have. I don't know, dude. And it looks more and more like there's not going to be a new strategy. Like Blizzard is probably going to come out with like a first person or third person Helldivers type game for StarCraft 3.
Yep.
That's the word in the street, dude.
Well, yeah, because they sold the rights to Nexon for them to make the next StarCraft game, right? And so Nexon is not necessarily known for like strategy games. They're known mainly for cash grabs, like gotcha games or MMOs or shooters. So the logical thing is just it's just gonna be that. It's just gonna be a first-person shooter. I wouldn't mind it if it's a lot like Command & Conquer Renegade. I don't know if you ever played that. It was so fun back in the day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like I remember Westwood and StarCraft were like competing there because Renegade did so well, and then because obviously, you know, the Command & Conquer guys did it first. And then I remember StarCraft Ghost was supposed to like release, and everyone was super hyped for Ghost, and then that never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, probably for good reason though. That didn't happen, you know.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I think Blizzard might be on a bit of a redemption arc. I'll tell you, well, at least Diablo is.
Yeah, Diablo 4's next
4
expansion looks good. Like from the looks of it.
Dude, they've changed up the whole end game. The systems that, like, you know, they added depth to it, which, because remember, like, you know, I think people don't like often get this, but Diablo 4, if you think about Path of Exile is hardcore. It's hardcore RPG. It's very deep. If you're a casual player, PoE is not really for you. If you're a hardcore RPG player, ARPG player, then, you know, Path of Exile is definitely for you. So it's got like a ton of depth, right? But
Yeah.
you know, Diablo's always kind of been the casual version of that. You
Yeah.
know, when Diablo 1 came out, the other games that it was competing with were turn-based games like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, you know, all those D&D based role-playing games. And they said, nah, we don't want to do that. We want you to be able to run around and chop stuff, you know, in real time without having to like wait for a turn-based system. So, you know, Diablo originally was supposed to be like the more casual ARPG. The problem is it became too casual, you know, in the sense that you could just run around and press buttons and you'd pretty much nuke everything. That's what happened in Diablo 3. And then Diablo 4 was kind of like that in the beginning, but it looks like, you know, with a new add-on, it's really got the depth it needs now. Like I think they brought back the Horadric Cube. If you're a player of Diablo, you'll know what that is.
Yeah, I
But
know.
it's like, yeah, recipes and stuff. Yeah, all
Yeah.
that. So, like, I mean, I spoke to a friend the other day. I said, dude, they're bringing back the Horadric Cube. He's like, what the hell is the Horadric Cube? I'm like, okay, I'm talking to the wrong guy here.
Yeah.
Unit.
Yeah, the
received.
Horadric Cube was pretty. Yeah, it was fun back in D3.
Yeah, dude.
And then I heard they brought it back in
Anything could
D4
happen.
for like a season. I don't know if it was ever added permanently, but
So
I guess now it's
permanent
kind of.
now. Yeah, it's
Yeah, now it is. But I mean, like
Yeah.
in Vessel of Hatred. But
yeah.
I was
The thing-
debating
the
on
thing-
it, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah, the thing
no.
is, like, I was just noticing with D4. Like, I mean, I'm a huge Diablo player. Like, I put like easily 600-700 hours, you know, into the Diablo games, like very quickly. It's insane. It's super addictive and stuff. But like, what I noticed about D4 was, I enjoyed it. It's not that it was bad and stuff, except that I didn't really care for the original campaign. What I mean, like the story, right? The story elements of that campaign. And then, like, when I finished the first, you know, sort of the release version, I was like, this feels incomplete. It feels like the equivalent of it feels like if you played Diablo 2 and you just killed Andariel, and you're like, oh, okay, that's the whole game. You know, like, and I thought, okay, their strategy is they're going to expand the game constantly. They're going to add, so you're going to have to, like, pay now, you're right, for Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. And I didn't like that. I felt that was a cash grab, which it still
Definitely.
is, but like,
Yeah.
I must admit it is far bigger now than, like, I would say get into it now. Like, if you didn't play it or you were put off, I think now is the time to, like, say, okay, I'll get into it. But get it on sale. Don't, like, purchase at release. Wait a few months, you know?
Yeah. Well, so far, like, what I like the most about the current idea with the new expansion of Diablo 4 is that, like, $40 you get Vessel of Hatred and Lord.
Yeah.
Was it Lord of Hatred? So, like, technically for $40 you're getting 2 expansions. So it's $20 each if you look at it in that regard. If you didn't play the other one.
Yeah, and that's hours of gameplay, right? I mean, if you like, I always consider gaming to be like one of the most cost-efficient forms of entertainment, because if you think about it, like, let's say you drop $40 on a game, and that game gives you 400 hours of game time. Like, your cost per hour, you know, of entertainment is nothing. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I mean, think about, like, the cost per hour if you just go to the movies now, like how much a movie ticket costs, and then add in the popcorn, probably you're gonna have dinner, you know, the drinks, the driving, the parking, you know, all of that. If you add all of that in, I mean, the cost per hour of, like, entertainment is super inefficient.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
going into movies now
consider bar's free.
yeah, bar is endless amounts of entertainment for free. Whereas going to the movies now, it's like a minimum $100 just to go to the movies.
Yeah, dude, easy. And then you watch a movie and you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't really that good, right? It just, like, the only movie I would go watch that I have been watching consistently is Dune, like the Dune series. Like, I'll go to the movies for that because that's really an experience, dude.
Yeah.
If you're into, like, Dune mythology, dude, I've got, like, Frank Herbert's like a legend. I geek out about Dune.
That's how I am with, like, kind of a little bit with like at least that's how I used to be with like Command and Conquer.
Yeah. But like the thing is also like, I mean, Dune as a Command and Conquer link, because remember like Westwood's first real-time strategy game technically was Dune.
Oh yeah, it was 1,000%. Like, it's just that the first successful Command and Conquer that was notable was Command and Conquer 1. You know,
Yeah.
or the first successful
CNC
RTS. I mean,
95.
yeah, CNC 95 was the most first successful RTS game.
Yeah, dude, it's and then Red Alert obviously did them major favors, right? I mean, their Red Alert 2 is like Capcom's Resident Evil 2, dude. Just exploded. Speaking of Resident Evil, dude, I'm trying to finish Resident Evil 4, you know, the remake.
Yeah.
Dude, that Ashley is so pissing me off right now.
I still haven't
know, like-
played it. Yeah, I still haven't played it, and
Oh, man.
I have the game downloaded, and I've been meaning to play it. I've just been, struggling
Yeah,
to like
you just let me
find.
know if you wanna hit it, dude. Like you know, I can
Is it
sort of
co-op,
like give you some of the
Detected.
or is it just
some
one
of the
thing?
lore. No, it's one player.
Okay,
But like
okay.
there is a mode called the Mercenaries, which is pretty cool, which you can play with other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the lore of Resident Evil. Like that's the one thing I feel like they really did not capitalize on in any of the series or movies and stuff. They really let us down, dude, with the movies.
The movies
and
were
series,
so
dude.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. I don't know what happened to Paul W.S. Anderson. He's the guy who directed. I think he just decided at one point, I'm just gonna make money now, right? He went money. Like, what's that?
I like money. It's from
Yeah,
Idiocracy.
yeah.
I like money.
Let me see if I can post it. Hold on.
First of
we
all,
go.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
Hello.
yeah,
I
it's
like
basically
money.
just like money, dude.
inspired
It's
you to build a
and I think he
second
just
Krusty
decided
Krab
let's
right
make money.
next door to
You
the
know,
original.
because I mean, like
Money.
if you think about it, he ran into a bit of trouble with Event Horizon.
Yeah.
It was difficult for him to finish it. The studios weren't happy with him. It also didn't do well, you know, when it released, but it was up against like big time movies at the time. That movie has got a cult following now. People consider, you know, Event Horizon is basically like the original game or the original movie that started off games like Dead Space. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Event Horizon is legendary. I don't know, like it's one of my favorite, like sort of deep horror, cosmic horror movies, right?
Yeah.
And to think that like the guy who directed and made Resident Evil 5 with Mila Jovovich, but he's also like, isn't he married to Mila Jovovich as well? So it's like nepotism on top of it, dude.
Kinda.
Yeah, she's like, I will not give you sex unless I star in your next movie. Okay.
I like pussy. Just like switch it up.
Oh man, so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was also like a brilliant actor. I mean, I loved The Fifth Element, dude. That was like one of the best movies ever. That
Yeah,
movie is so
I just
it's
didn't-
so over the top, dude.
It's just like for some reason they just destroyed Resident Evil with like, gotta make her like the super badass chick that freaking
I
has
know.
like a bajillion tech abilities and stuff. She's like Neo from Matrix.
Yeah.
But she's a girl, you know? It's like I don't mind the girl part, but like that was not in the Resident Evil story. Where in Resident Evil was it
No,
that there was
no.
this girl who had like the ability to like have like telekinetic abilities and can like outmaneuver everybody, and I don't know. It was just really
Yeah.
stupid as hell.
Look, I mean, like there's possibility there, right? Like, I mean, but I mean, like grounded. You know, if you can ground. The nice thing about like the thing that I love about Resident Evil is that that game came out in the 90s, and everything was about like it was originally the G virus, right? Then it became
Yeah.
the T virus. But like the idea of like a virus that can genetically rewrite your code and heal you, and like, you know, Umbrella was working on, like the Ashford
Enemy
family
commander destroyed.
was working on this thing, you know, the sort of fountain of youth through genetics, and then yeah, it also reanimates dead cells and also like mutates a freaking
Oh, shit.
monster, dude. And I love
Yeah.
that whole idea. I mean, like how realistic is it? I mean, you know what's crazy? Resident Evil 3 released. I remember I pre-ordered it. It released in the middle of COVID, dude. And if you watch the opening of Resident Evil 3, the remake, You were like, wait, we're living this right now, dude.
Yeah. I just had a weird issue that I haven't had in a while, which is like my shit just like DC'd for a second there. My stream is
Yeah, I
starting.
saw that, dude.
Yeah. That's many times has to do with my VPN. When this game doesn't like my VPN.
Yeah, VPNs. Yeah, dude, it's a double-edged sword, dude. A VPN. Like
Yeah.
on the one hand, you get like all your privacy, and you can like sort of like for example, here in South Africa, we don't get HBO, dude. I mean, how bad is life if you can't watch Californication or any of the HBO stuff? And so a lot of guys use VPNs, right, to be able to like watch HBO and subscribe and stuff. But then it really can kill your internet, dude.
Oh yeah.
I've decided, like, I've made the choice now. I've just said, with a new system coming in, because it's technically a work system, right? But I'm not letting my work touch it. Like me and my colleague, who both are getting the same system, I'm gonna like circumvent the work guys, because they load a bunch of shit on there. Like they've got like this security system for the freaking internet, and then this security system on top of that security system with this antivirus and this monitoring system. And by the time they're done, like putting all the security software on, your Windows doesn't function.
Yeah. I think I have to leave and come back.
Yeah, just let me know if you want to.
Oh, I mean, in the game. Well, actually, it's not giving. It's not. Okay, I'm gonna see. Maybe I thought.
And you were doing so well.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Did they just like take my shit and move on?
Yeah, could be, dude. Could be.
They normally like pause.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had problems with my internet. What do you call it? Internet provider, service provider. Like, it's weird, right? Like, I'll never have issues with my internet, and then I choose one day to do online training, and on that day, we have issues. I was so pissed. I was like, it's like, what's it? Murphy's Law, dude. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Exactly. Dead or alive, you're coming with.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I can't find my lobby that I was in. I'm gonna close the entire game and see if that fixes it.
Yeah, just sometimes it's just best to like get the hell out, clear everything, come back. I also don't know what your server schedule is in terms of bar. That's the other thing.
I have no idea. It seems like it's just randomly crashes, but like, I don't know. That's definitely not a server issue. It was just on my end with VPN being. Oh, is this the lobby I was literally just in? I actually don't remember who the fuck I was playing with. This is definitely the lobby.
Yeah, it is the lobby, dude, I think. Oh, did they leave? They're back in, or?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's weird. But dude, I just wanted to let you know, I also saw that our ex-mutual friend, things are not looking too great there because of certain behaviors, in terms of the following and the people. But yeah, just an FYI.
Welcome, Commander. Please choose your starting location. Battle started.
Hey Timo, how's it going?
Cool.
All right.
Yo, Timo, what's happening, brother? Long time, man.
He said, "What up?"
Yeah, what up, man? I was telling Soulsteel, the best
Unit
YouTube
received.
channels, because I like Timo's into like serious astronomy and stuff. I actually like passed out on the couch listening to this guy talking about like planet Y. You know, the fact that there's like a gravitational anomaly and there must be another planet, you know, that we haven't picked up yet outside of like Earth, yeah, like the solar system that we kind of know. And I was falling asleep, dude, and all I was dreaming about was gravity and freaking planets. And I was like, it's the best thing to fall asleep to, Timo. It's astronomy.
Yeah, I've seen documentaries or like some of the science behind the theory of there being a ninth planet, which
Power.
you know I don't mind it. You know I don't like. I definitely think that it is possible. I don't know the science
Yeah.
behind it necessarily. I'm not. I didn't go to school to learn any like astronomy, but I do find it fascinating. But I always
Yeah, it's
like
insane.
I found like I agreed the most with the theory that I don't believe in the Big Bang, but I do believe in the possibility of us being in a black hole. Because they've always there's been the theory of if there's dark matter, then there's got to be
Yeah.
white matter, right? And so like I just came to I just been thinking like, what if space as we see it, it makes sense that we're in a black hole. If the space that we're seeing is actually the black hole, and then outside of this like ultra massive black hole that we're all sucked up in, that's continuing to expand. It's actually space is actually white, right? Like I don't know. There is that
Yeah.
possibility. But then there's also like the possibility of the Big Bang that people talk about is actually the moment when we got sucked up.
Yeah. And that's exactly it, dude. It all points back to like the singularity that was created, you know, like at some point. And it's like, and there's a lot of like good theory about like the fact that, you know, we might actually be viewing a universe
The whole
from
team
inside a
is
black hole.
wasting energy.
And the black holes are weird, dude, because like there's this thing called the dead or alive hypothesis. I don't know if you know about this, but it's like, let's say
It's
that
like
you're-
Murphy's Law.
Yeah. Let's say exactly, dude. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Sorry, I had to say it.
But
Yeah.
the dead or alive hypothesis is kind of insane because like if you consider time, right? Like time is something that we as human beings have like only touched on right now, right? So time is, we don't really understand it. And time and space are like linked, but
Enemy
like the idea of the
commander
dead
destroyed.
alive hypothesis is, imagine you are an astronaut in a spaceship, right? Your
Yeah.
own little spaceship, and your friend decides he's going to go down a black hole, right? So you've got eyes on your friend going down the black hole. Now, apparently, well, we don't know, from your friend's perspective, he went in and got eviscerated by gravity, like in a few split seconds, right?
Commander
Whereas from your
self-destructed.
perspective, he basically is slowing down the closer he's getting to the black hole, and he's he literally is never dying. He's in super slow mo, where it looks like he's standing still as he's entering the black hole. So you can observe him, you can see
Yeah.
him, he's alive. From your perspective, he's alive, but from his perspective, he's like, yeah, you will freeze. He's basically frozen because you're seeing time dilation, right? So he's
Yeah.
alive and dead at the same time. I mean, that cannot hold, right? That's a misalignment in what is going on here. So, like, I've always thought about like death as well. Like, the interesting thing is, you know, people die and they say they've actually like lived another life, and then they come back, you know, like near-death experiences. Now,
Yep.
like time is the thing, dude. I mean, like like you could live in a moment, right, forever. We know that our consciousness also like changes the way it views time. So when you're excited and things are going amazingly and you're having fun, time flies, right? It's like it
yeah.
feels like 30 minutes, but actually you've been playing like 6 hours, right? And then
Yeah.
sometimes when you have this really shitty day and things are not going well, dude, a minute feels like 2 hours, dude. Our
team
subjective
reached Tech
experience of
2.
time is very much related to our subjective state, dude. There's this guy called Penrose, Professor something Penrose. He believes that like the universe is actually also consciousness. So he says his whole theory or his whole idea is that like the universe exists because we observe it through consciousness. And that raises some very interesting philosophical questions, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Penrose, thanks, Timo.
I know the theory of like the universe expands but also contracts, and that people suspect that there's some time in the future that the universe will collapse on itself, kind of like a heartbeat. And I think that might be the theory
Yeah.
that you're talking about.
Dude, if you really want to get into like existential dread, I recommend The Call of Cthulhu, dude. It's like, I think it was, what's his name again? The dude that wrote Call of Cthulhu. H.P. Lovecraft. So H.P. Lovecraft, like he proposed this idea. He said, imagine that like the entire universe, like in his
Commander
mythology, there's a
destroyed.
god, a sleeping god, and this sleeping god is dreaming the entire universe into existence. And if someone wakes that god, everything ends.
Yeah.
So like, so I kind of like that like existential dread shit. You know, like what's beyond the universe.
Yeah.
You know, what happens if we wake up that god? But Cthulhu is like, also like H.P. Lovecraft died in a very weird way. Like he had a seance or something because he was part of like the mystical society or whatever. And there's like a lot of like theories about what happened at that seance because a lot of people after that seance
Aircraft
happened
detected.
died mysteriously.
Unit
And he was
received.
one of them. He literally was found on a park bench, like he was sleeping, he was just dead. No one knows why, how. So I'm telling you now, dude, they raised some shit there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can see. Yeah, your power mix. So I see you just put like guys on building wind power, constantly wind power just to increase power.
Yeah, there's this unit called the Fast Butler. Fast Butler. It's called the Butler. That sorry, I was distracted for a second. This is unit called the Butler that can make specific units. Like every race has it basically, but I have him doing the windmill and this stuff. I have regular dudes like the construction dudes making my windmills as well until they can be separated. But yeah, like whenever I'm making these tier 2 workers, you know, you start the construction and then you move it off so you can transfer the worker to like one of the frontliners, for instance. So you can like just
awesome,
get the blueprint down of the tier 2 mechs, but then hand off the worker to somebody. It's like your role is to get everybody to tier 2 quickly so your team can start steamrolling with the tier 2 economy.
Oh, I see you just dropped off a dude there with a carryall. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I still called it the carryall.
I mean, it basically is.
Dude, I actually want to. I asked Timo a question quickly. Like Timo, red shifting. I just want to quickly like see if I understand the thing correctly. So like red shifting, if you see like a red shifted galaxy, that means that thing is moving away from us, right? Which is why you have the sort of short, long wave light that you see.
I believe red
So
is moving away and blue is coming towards you.
Yeah, that's what I heard, dude. Like, so it's like the Doppler effect. Like when when an ambulance goes past you, you hear it like high pitched when it's coming towards you, and then it becomes like lower pitch, right, when it moves past you. It's because sound's traveling, you know, a bit slower and moving away. So, yeah, it fascinates me, dude. He says yes, the wavelength, of the light. So anything that's red shifted is freaking super far away, dude. Like it's obviously like. Yeah, that's insane.
I remember I had the screenshot of it or the picture of it. I don't remember if I still do. When NASA released a picture of all the galaxies that were taken, like the picture of all the galaxy within like this tiny little speck in space. They took was it stop motion picture where they sat there for a while, they just taking screenshots of the sky just to see what was there, you know. Did I just fucking transfer that worker to oh no, never mind.
Sorry, we were going deep there, dude, into some other conversation.
No, I'm making sure I'm not fucking up and doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. I was like, did I just give a worker to somebody else and put it in somebody else's base?
Yeah, the deep field, Timo, that's it. Yeah. So it's like if you're looking at like because there's so little light that those things have to have high exposure for a long time to like see so literally if you can just train a telescope, very powerful telescope, onto like one area of like the sky and just keep it there, you can look further and further back into time, right? The longer you're observing it, yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I was fucking up. But yeah, like. I remember having that picture saved because I found it so fascinating. You know, all the galaxies and stuff, because you can see the different shift in the galaxies that we, you know, that we'll never be able to see like ever in our lifetime, nor probably not in any lifetime, because so many of them are moving away from us.
Yeah. But dude, I was shocked actually the other day. Like, you know, fusion is gonna make all sorts of things possible, and the one thing that we've never really had in terms of space travel, you don't need like warp drive, right? I mean, in fact, warp drive would be great, you know, if we can invent like faster than light travel, but like actually like just traveling fast can get you from A to B, you know, pretty quickly if you have sustained thrust and stuff. So so what's interesting, this dude did this whole video where he was showing like, you know, if we built, I know the name sounds crazy now, but if you watch The Expanse, they have these fusion drives called Epstein drives. And so, I know, bad name, dude. The guy didn't know when he wrote the book. But like the Epstein drives, they literally like provide constant acceleration. Like at the moment, you know, when we send shit into space, it's actually, we're coasting where we want to go. So like, You know, we're like aiming a ship at like the moon and then like blasting, boosting, and then we're using gravity to get there. We're coasting down the hill. We're actually unable to just move around constantly because we don't have enough like fuel and shit. So like if you built an Epstein drive, which is like a fusion plasma drive, which can give you constant acceleration, let's say at 1G for
Low
like
power.
a month, right? Then you can actually like really get from A to B pretty quickly. And the nice thing about traveling at 1G acceleration is that you'll be able to walk around on the ship. So if you, because 1G is going to push you back into the ship. So if you built the ship like if you imagine a rocket that's like vertical and you had like the levels where you could walk up and down, you know, then literally with a constant acceleration from the boosters, you could walk around on the ship. Now, listen to this, Timo. This is crazy if you do the math. So you need a burn at constant 1G acceleration towards an object. And then before you get there, you have to turn the ship around and then do 1G burn to slow yourself down in order to get there, right? So you need to also reduce your speed. If you do that, right, it takes about 2.5 days to get to Mars. That's insane, right? If you have constant acceleration. So if you think about like some of the other planets, like it actually gets better the further you go. If you were going to travel to like Uranus, which is like really far out, you know, it's going to take you about 3.5 days to get there. Alpha Centauri, a year, right, at constant 1G acceleration. Now, this is where shit gets strange because if you go at 1G acceleration constantly, aren't you going to hit the speed of light barrier and go faster than the speed of light? Well, technically, yes, but also technically no, because from your perspective, you're not, right? But from the perspective of Earth, yes, you are. Yeah, the problem is the braking and fuel. Yeah, so if we can build a fusion drive that can boost you for a year, right?
Aircraft spotted.
Dude, Alpha Centauri, we can reach it. Well, it'll be quite a bummer though if you get there and it's like no planet to like land on. You're like, oh shit. The other problem is radiation, dude. Like there's so much interstellar radiation. How do you get a human there, like not being microwaved, right? That's the other problem.
We also have to worry about the gravitational influence of like larger planets, for instance. Like, you know, what was it? I forgot the name of that planet, that super Earth that they found. Oh fuck! I didn't mean for that to expire.
Oh,
that.
Oh yeah, like, it's a Trappist or something. Yeah.
It's like I forgot the name of it, but like it's like 2.5 times the size of Earth.
Detected.
But that would technically mean that the like if you were to go on that planet, we'd freaking break our backs. You know, like your back would get snapped because of the amount of gravitational influence that would have on your body.
Yeah, dude. That's one thing. Yeah, go. Sorry, man. Sorry. Bit of a delay. Please go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's like one of the main dilemmas we have with like visiting other planets. And, like at the start, is just how the fuck do we deal with the gravity of other planets, like larger planets? We'd have to find something that's very similar to ours in order for us to currently be able to survive walking out on the planet's surface.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably handle with some adaptation like a 1.2G or a 1.5G planet, right? But like a 2G planet, you're going to need some sort of biomechanical suit to keep your back from like breaking and stuff, right? It's going to be like really difficult. But like in the Expanse, they actually play around with that because in the Expanse, like Mars broke away from Earth, so Mars is its own. Think like highly technologically advanced Russia. That's basically Mars, right? Because Mars has got no resources, so they ended up like developing better weapons, tech, and so on. But like the Mars soldiers, there was this one episode where they were sending a delegation of soldiers to Earth for talks or something, and so the soldiers arrive and they like warn them beforehand. They give them like medication and stuff for pain, and they say to them, okay, like when we land, because remember Mars, I think is, Timo, just remind me, Mars has got less gravity than Earth, like substantially less. What is Mars's gravity? Yeah, it's 38% of Earth's gravity, so 1/3 of Earth's gravity. So the thing is, then they arrive and they feel like they can't breathe because their lungs are being compressed, right, because of weight and stuff. And then
Yeah.
the sergeant says to them, don't show them that you're in pain, right, because they don't want like the Earth soldiers to see that they're, you know, struggling. And they also have to wear
Yeah.
like special eye gear because remember, Mars is further away from the sun,
Yeah.
so it's much less bright. It's like constant twilight.
It's like, yeah, I was
So,
gonna
like,
say
the-
it's
the-
like a dusk or dawn.
yeah.
Twilight. Yeah.
So they have to wear sunglasses because if they take them off, they can't see shit. So it raises
Yeah.
interesting questions about, like, you know, if humanity were to expand to other planets and stuff, what would be the biological effect? And there's also people in the Expanse that don't live on planets. They're called, I can't remember their name now. They're like an entire group of people that live just in space. They were born in space. They live in
Yeah.
space. They can never like go to Earth. And I think the first episode of like of the Expanse, they caught one of these guys, the UN, and because this guy's apparently like a terrorist or something, and then they're interrogating him, and all they need to do to interrogate him, Soulsteel, is they take him out of because he's inside this water chamber. They just
Yeah.
remove him from the water chamber and make him sit down on a chair, and then he's like suffering so badly, and they're like, okay, you can go back to the tank if you want to, but tell us what we need to know, dude. Yeah, the
Yeah.
space nomads. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like, it's insane the possibilities
Enemy
that are
commander
out there. It'd be so
destroyed.
cool to see, like, if we actually get off this planet, dude. Like, in
Yeah.
the future. I really would love a Star Trek future, you know?
It would be nice, but unfortunately, we'll never live it unless they somehow manage to like transfer our consciousness. But even then, it's not even us. You know, it's a copy. But it would be nice.
There is also, like, a philosophical question that I ask, and that is, should we? Right? So, like, I was rereading, like, The Lord of the Rings. I'm busy with, like, the Silmarillion and stuff, and in like the idea of like Atlantis is a big part of like the Lord of the
Tech
Rings,
3
dude.
unit
It's
spotted.
so Numenor, which is like where Aragorn, right, from Lord of the Rings, he becomes king. He's a Numenorian. So like they are like superhumans. They're like 7-8 feet tall humans. They're super potent. They have like they're super like advanced technologically,
Your
even
team
more so
reached
than
Tech
like the
3.
elves. And Numenor fights this war against Sauron. Sauron just gives up, dude. He literally just gives up because he knows the Numenorians. Like, the Numenorians don't even ride horses, dude, because they're too big for horses. So,
Yeah.
like, they literally just, they're like these superhumans that march in and just take out everything. So, Gondor and Arnor, which is the kingdom you don't see in the Lord of the Rings because it fell, this is all built by Numenor, right? So,
Yeah.
Numenor tried to sail, they sent, like, an army to Valinor, which is like the west, the Holy Lands, where everyone goes on the ships, you know.
Yeah.
And they were punished for that. Their island was sunk into the sea. So it's interesting how like the Lord of the Rings plays with this idea of like a civilization that becomes too
The whole
arrogant
team is wasting
and then gets
energy.
destroyed, right? And I wonder, you know, space is a very difficult. It's not made for us, dude. It's really not made for us. It's what did Dr. Bones McCoy say in the remake? Space is disease and death wrapped in darkness and silence, dude. Like, if you think about it, if you find another environment where there's life, what the
Yeah.
hell is going to kill you there? Like a microbe that you've never encountered? Or even worse, what if one of our microbes just devastates an entire planet, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, because we're just incompatible with one another. It's...
I mean, you
Yeah,
gotta
so
look at
interesting. Yeah, we were.
you look at like War of the Worlds, for instance, and think like, yeah, that movie is based off of like possibility of an alien invasion on Earth, but that's exactly what you're talking about. You know, a molecular organism that just kills the aliens off instead of human technology. But that's the same thing that can happen
Yeah.
with
Have
us
you seen the
exploring.
movie Signs?
Yes.
So you've seen Signs. Like
Yeah.
everyone, you know, like no one got that movie. It's insane. I love that movie. I think it's one of like the best movies, and the twist in it is so excellent. But it's much deeper than you may think. So like, Signs, you must like if you really want to like experience Signs properly, and this has been confirmed by M. Night Shyamalan, is don't think aliens, think
Yeah.
demons, right?
Yeah.
So like what's interesting is remember the water that like burns the aliens, right? And everyone's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
yeah.
so stupid, you know, because they've been exposed to like water vapor and you know how are they not just dying when they're on Earth and stuff? That water was in the house of a what? A preacher. Mm-hmm. It's holy water, dude.
That is interesting. An
So
interesting take on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you rewatch
Units under
it,
attack.
I mean, like, and also the signs, the miracles, the
Unit
fact that, like, at the
lost.
end he puts on the preacher's outfit, you know. So yeah, it's signs is actually, but I see that's also where Disclosure Day is going. Like, I see
Yeah.
Disclosure Day, everyone's thinking aliens, but there's also like a religious connotation. I've noticed, like, in the trailers and stuff, it's. Dude, there's interesting stuff happening at the moment, dude. I mean, these UAPs are like really getting real.
Aircraft
I still don't
detected.
know if I believe Bob
Air
Lazar.
transport detected.
I have to like, I don't know. Bob Lazar for me is like an enigma, dude.
Friendly
Yeah, that
commander
dude. I mean, like, you
destroyed.
know that he was on Joe Rogan. They had like a, I think, a full 3-hour conversation about what he experienced when he was working at S4 at Area 51. You know that like episode within 4 days, 22 million views.
That's crazy.
It's insane, dude. But it just shows you how interested people are in the shit. Like, it's no longer like just, you know, if you talked about aliens a few years ago, people would be like, oh, you're out there, dude. Go live with the Bigfoot people, you know?
Yeah.
But like now, I mean, like you'd actually be crazy to like ignore what we're seeing and stuff.
Yeah. The problem is that now you have the AI that's now kind of kicking in and discrediting a lot of things as well, discrediting a lot of people's claims, like new claims.
Oh yeah.
Which what makes you kind of wonder, what if AI was pushed because of that too? You know,
Under attack.
what a better way to convince people that aliens don't exist is to say that sightings aren't really alien sightings. They're just then pushing AI to cover it up.
Yeah, it's something more than that. But that's the thing that more and more people are like leaning on, dude, is this idea of like, I've heard this more and more lately. Like, people are saying, don't think like extraterrestrial, think
Yeah.
trans-dimensional, right? That's what everyone's saying now. Like,
Yeah,
you know, angels,
we're
demons, portals.
We're
Yeah.
actually being visited by our, sorry, I'm a little distracted, but we're actually being visited by humans from another dimension.
Yeah, dude, you know that's Kip Thorne's theory, right? Like, it's interesting that you said that now. Like, that's, remember, what's that? Interstellar, right? Interstellar was basically built on that concept by Kip Thorne. So Kip Thorne, being an astrophysicist, and he did the math, right? And he basically said humans are too lucky. He said we're way too lucky. We've had interventions and weird things happen in our history that like we shouldn't be here right now. Like it's like we're winning the lottery constantly as a species. It's very strange to him. And so he proposed this thought, he calls it a thought experiment. All good scientists, right, when they have no evidence but a hunch, they call it a thought experiment.
Yeah.
But he basically said, what if God is actually a future us
Yeah.
helping ourselves in the past?
Well, it kind of seems more plausible. I mean, considering like look at the pyramids, for instance. I know a lot of people use that as an example, but like, there's no way that back in those days that they were able to like cut the stone that that smoothly without some sort of intervention.
Yeah, dude, that tech like still baffles me. You know, I'm not one of those like ancient alien dudes. I'm also like I don't know. I've been trained pretty scientifically, but I also am of the opinion that like you don't discount something, right, just because it sounds crazy. Like, there's been a lot of scientific ideas that have sounded insane, like DNA, right, which are
Yeah.
now like mainstream. So I also want to be open. I want to let me put it to you differently. I'm going to put it to you in Mulder language. I want to believe. I really want.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think the world is much better with Bigfoot in it. Although my experience of Bigfoot is that everyone who searches for Bigfoot are a bunch of unfuckable white guys.
It's very true. Bunch of neckbeards going around, be like, "Yeah, but I saw Bigfoot. He fucked my sister."
Yeah, and also the fact that, you know, in the Appalachians, you know, there's a lot that's consumed in the Appalachians in the terms of like moonshine, right? And I mean, if you you're gonna see shit if you're on that moonshine, dude. I've seen people. I saw this like thing on moonshiners. Soulsteel, it's hilarious, dude. Like, from my perspective, not being in America, right? Like, there's this, like, they follow two moonshiners. The one guy's like high tech, so he's got all the equipment and like machinery to test his alcohol content, you know, and all of that stuff. So this guy does it very scientifically, and you can hear what the guy's saying. You know, you can hear he's pretty educated on everything. But then they follow another dude who's like an old timer. You know, this guy does it like how it was done like 100 years ago, right? This guy has maybe one good tooth in his mouth, right?
Yeah.
And not just that, every time the guy talks, they have to translate him. Because all you hear is like, and then like they translate at the bottom, like, I'm gonna make some new moonshine, right? Or something.
Yeah.
And the way that guy tests his moonshine is he literally just opens the tap, pours out the first cup, and then pours another cup, but like a lot, dude. Like almost like think of like half a tumbler. And then he downs it, runs around the fire and passes out. And then he wakes up later and he's like, "That's some good moonshine."
Sounds about right, friend. That's some good shit.
Man. Yeah, dude, it's like some crazy people out there, dude. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see where the guy has no teeth either, dude. I think that level of like ethanol gonna definitely hurt you, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna go blind from that shit.
Yeah, that's why they pour out the head, right? They like put a little bone in the thing, and then like they pour out, I think, like a liter or half a liter, depending on how much you're making, and they throw that away because that contains like methanol. Methanol is not good for you, dude. Methanol is what makes you blind. It's basically, yeah, it's like rocket fuel. You don't want to consume, you know, that shit. But like then the ethanol comes in after that. Yeah. But dude, some of these guys, the recipes are insane. There's one guy who did like a watermelon moonshine, where the watermelon like hits you. Another guy does like a spice one, you know, where he does like spices and pumpkin spice and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, Timo, in South Africa we call it Witblits. I don't know if you know the whole Witblits. Mampur is the other name for it in here. Mampur. The guys make Mampur. I remember this one guy gave me some of his Mampur once, dude. I had one drink. That's all I could remember for the rest of the night was just literally that one shot, dude. That was it. The rest of the night, I have no idea what happened.
Yikes.
Titan spotted.
Yeah, dude, you must be careful of dudes who brew in their back gardens, dude. It's the stuff that comes out there. It's insane. And I'm not a drinker, dude. I'll have the occasional beer,
Enemy
so I'm a
commander
cheap ass
destroyed.
date, dude. If you take me out and I have like 2 beers, I'm like, whoa.
I'm a cheap ass day.
Yeah, dude, big time. Yeah, big time. I'm more a coffee dude. I like Timo's also a bit of a coffee dude. Timo, by the way, there's a new method that I saw, dude, for doing your filter coffee. That's actually like it's just in terms of time consumption, cost, it's like the best method like that I've learned recently, and it's so simple. So like standard French press, the only difference with the standard French press is you add a bit of filter paper. You cover your your press in filter paper, and then just really plunge super slowly and don't break up the coffee at the top, because the coffee at the top that forms that crust also acts as a sort of filter. Then take your time, push that thing down, dude. It's better than this. I don't know, like everyone's buying these. It's like those coffees. I don't know what you call them, squeezers. Timo, you'll know better than I do, dude. Those things that like compress the coffee under high pressure and then push it through, and like they cost like $200 and stuff. When you can actually just do that with a French press and a bit of filter paper at home, it's insane. But then again, you know, people are probably going to fight me on that as well and say, "Oh, this is not the best coffee," and it's, you know, there's like coffee people are really like, if you think StarCraft people are hectic, dude.
Yeah,
Wait
coffee
until you
people
meet,
are
like, coffee.
nuts.
Yeah. They'll literally just troll you because you've had instant coffee one day. Like, how dare you put that poison in your body, you know?
Oh, I worked at Starbucks for a short time, and the amount of like weird looks I would get when people ask me for recommendations of coffee, said, "Oh, I don't drink coffee." But you work at Starbucks? Yeah.
Nice, dude.
But
Yeah,
I
you
was,
just say
I was,
you're a
I
tea
was the
dude.
tr- I was quite literally the troll at Starbucks when somebody asked, "What's your recommendation?" I said, "The water's pretty good." I actually did say that. I used to get in trouble for that.
Oh, dude, that's excellent, dude.
The
Yeah, but
water's
that's
pretty-
actually like that's not a bad thing to say either, actually, because like water does matter when you're making coffee. It actually does. Like,
Yeah,
if you
but
think
they don't
about
make
it, like
money from it though.
No, true, dude. Because like whiskey, for example, right? Like depending on the like you get what they call Islay whiskeys and then Highland whiskeys. Like an Islay whiskey is they use water from rivers which are at sea level, and normally there's like a different alkalinity to that water versus Highland water, which is more rich in like granite and like sort of minerals, like just rich minerals, and those two whiskeys, dude, taste different because of the water they use. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
It's like whiskey is like a whole is like if you think coffee is hectic, whiskey is its whole thing by itself, dude. It's insane. Like you guys have the good old sour mash whiskey in the US, the Jack Daniels, dude, made from the corn.
Well, it's like my air guy needs some help, so I'm gonna go air with him. I'm gonna spam shitty air. Oh, I forgot I have a nuke. I never
Dude,
used it.
Warning.
This battle feels like it's
long-range
turning in your
plasma cannon
favor here.
Targeting your units.
Hopefully it does. I'm launching a nuke.
Just yeah, do it, dude.
Titan ready.
There's
that's
no
gonna be
anti-nuke in
insane.
that spot, so.
Do they know about a nuke when you send it?
Yeah, though they get the warning as I'm launching.
And do they know where it's gonna hit or not?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, nice, dude. That was bad. That was badass, dude. That was wild.
Titan spotted.
Oh, and my second nuke is off, and they did not have an anti-nuke in that base, so this base is gone.
Oh,
Oh, no,
nice.
he did. Damn it, they did. Damn, I lied.
Oh man, they got the golden dome over there, dude.
Yeah. I would have been better off just nuking the front someplace.
Yeah, well, dude, you just wiped out an entire like the left flank is gone, dude.
Wait, how did he rebuild
The
that?
right
How-
flank.
Oh, that's that's further down. That's further down.
Dude, check the size of the crater on the map.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm about to
And
blow
really,
up
like,
Yellow's
super zoomed
base.
out as well.
Oh yeah, Yellow did make an anti-nuke.
Behemoth detected.
Yeah, I saw that. Timo, I do. There's a coffee roastery near my place, and I buy beans from them. Like you know that you buy the green blend, like the green, and they roast them for you, right? Dude, it's the best. The only problem is like I wish I could do it all the time. I just don't have time, right? To
Long-range
like
plasma cannon
always
spotted.
go in and like get roasted, and also it doesn't last long, dude. Like the funniest thing is like when people buy like I don't understand why people buy filter coffee in a bag, because you have no idea how old that filter coffee is, dude. Coffee has and coffee also absorbs smells and stuff. That's why it's also not a great idea to put coffee in your fridge if you have like onions and stuff in your fridge, like because it absorbs everything. It changes the taste of that. But yeah, there's a place near here that does like roast in small amounts, Tomo. But we have a coffee company, not like maybe they'll sponsor us, sponsor you, dude. It's all still. But like they're called Bootlegger. They're like a coffee company that, because remember we in South Africa we get all the Kenyan beans.
Yeah.
So like, and that's such good beans, dude. Because the Kenyan beans are grown on like Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount
Titan
Kenya.
Party.
You know, these are volcanic areas. So like, their coffee is just superior. So we have access to a lot of Kenyan coffee here, and that so. Technically speaking, we're spoiled in South Africa because we get fresh coffee, right? I think you guys in the US, you get most of your coffee from probably from like like tropical
Colombia,
areas, like South
yeah.
America. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't last long. And then, oh, we were talking about it earlier, Timo. There's a guy called Jeremy Hambley from the Quartering, who has a coffee company. Now, I think the guy was so dumb because he didn't realize that when he was branding his coffee, he needed to brand his coffee. So his coffee's name is Coffee Brand Coffee. So I think the brand was a placeholder, but like he decided to go for that for his coffee name, dude. Coffee Brand Coffee. But like this dude does like all those flavored coffees. Dude, I don't respect the dude who does flavored coffee. I'm sorry. Like, why ruin good coffee with flavoring? The only reason that you would put flavoring in coffee is if it's shit coffee.
Maybe they think the coffee shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and also that guy doesn't list any of his ingredients. You have to, like, if you're selling coffee, you don't have to list ingredients if it's just coffee, apparently on Amazon. But if you're like selling coffee that is flavored, you have to list every single ingredient, right? Because there are people that could have allergies or sensitivities, you know, to flavoring. Who the hell wants pumpkin spice flavored beans? Flavored filter coffee. What the hell is pumpkin spice flavored coffee? Why don't I just buy pumpkin spice and make myself a drink from pumpkin spice? Why do I need the coffee then, right? It's, I don't know. I don't understand it. It's like a steakhouse that also does like vegan dishes. Like, but you're called a steakhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sketchy, dude. It's super sketchy. We're actually having a problem here. Like my mom is not young anymore. She's retired. So I send her lion's mane mushrooms. Lion's mane is very good for like keeping your mind healthy and stuff. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that it's good stuff for elderly people. But like lion's mane, dude, there are so many people selling lion's mane. But you don't really know if there's lion's mane in there. It could just be like whey powder, right?
Yeah.
Or unless you have it tested. So it's so difficult to find a product that you actually know what's in there. So that's why I always worry about like flavored stuff, because you don't know what's in there, dude. You don't know what they've piled in there.
Yeah. I just realized I was accidentally setting all my fighters in the die one at a time instead of building them up. Because I had all my production on 2, so I'm just constantly reshifting shit, and yeah, all my areas died. Oopsies.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, whoops.
Oopsies. I made a fucky
Hey, it's
wucky.
okay, dude. Your pilots are currently on the ground being heroic, you know, for the media.
True.
Titan
Pilot
Party.
survived by hiding in cave for 5 hours. You always need to, like, you know what's so funny in war, dude? You always have to have like the propaganda machine, right? So, you know, that nuke that was launched there, like your guys are like nuke hits, beautiful, like enemy devastated, right? The enemy are like nuke hits. Luckily, most of our forces got out before the nuke, you know. Like, there's always like some spin on shit, you know, from the opposition. Oh, this dude's setting a lot of ticks, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm setting a ton, but
Spotted.
this guy's setting a bunch of grunts.
Yeah, is it that yellow player? Is it yellow? Yeah.
It's like
Oh, I see.
brown, beige, I think, or whatever color they are. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a line of dudes. He's just sending into battle. Cannon fodder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to send mine, but yeah, my units are not living long enough. They have a behemoth. Oh no, that's a Thor. If it was a behemoth, it'd be a lot worse for sure.
But I feel like Beige is being a bit of an idiot there because he's got like the valley. So why doesn't he use that little valley to his advantage? Put his forces behind the valley, right, and then wait for them to come through. Because you're like restricting. Well, oh, but I see the other players have got like some ranged artillery there, which is really helping.
Yeah.
Dude, those commanders are insane, huh? I've never thought of like a commander as a weapon.
All right. Canyons nuked.
Oh.
Yeah, those are Titans pushing forward in the other mountain right now.
Did you guys just get nuked as well?
I nuked them. We can't get nuked. We have too many anti-nukes.
Spotted.
Oh, that is a behemoth. That's even worse. Okay, then.
Oh man. This is 300, dude, at the pass of Thermopylae.
Yeah. At the
Yeah, let's make that bigger, dude. The valley bigger with a nuke.
yeah. Oh, it's about to be a little bit bigger. Because the behemoth can survive it, like, it's ridiculous with his HP. Like,
Yeah, that thing is insane, dude.
yeah, I kind of nuked it, and the behemoth's already dead.
Yeah, it's like in what's it, Warhammer. There's these things called Titans, right? So a Titan is like a massive ass battle robot, and there are like different types of Titans, but but literally like one Titan can like wipe out planet Earth in like a few minutes. So like, yeah, like think of like a mech with everything, nukes, anti-air, everything. It's like a planet-killing monster, dude. Yeah, dude, Warhammer is such a cool universe. I don't know why they haven't yet made like
Titan spotted.
kick-ass movies around that. It's really a massive how can I say, sandbox to play in.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh man,
These mechs are insane. These
I like
these
to play more.
behemoths, those huge things.
this behemoth's right there. Yeah. When you see it.
Holy shit.
Oh wait.
Dude, this battle is getting insane here.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Guys, like, you keep hitting the team.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I thought I was done with it.
Yeah, you should just say to him, dude, there's always some collateral damage. You know, it is what it is, dude. You know, a strategic nuke is not exactly a precision weapon.
Yeah. Lots of fucking fighters.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Behemoth spotted.
Oh, my playlist finished. I gotta start over.
Dude, are you gonna hit Resident Evil Requiem?
I really want to. I just don't have the money for it right now. Like, I still
How
don't
much
have the
is
money.
it now, dude? Like,
It's
in
probably
terms
still
of, like,
full price.
dollars for the game.
Let me see.
How do we add to your fund, dude?
It's $70.
Warning.
No.
Long-range plasma cannon targeting your units.
Dude, just a quick question. How do we add to your fund? Is it with
To my
subscriber
fund?
goals?
Oh,
Oh, I
either
see it. Yeah, at the top there.
it's either subs or, I mean, donating directly via PayPal is gonna be, obviously Twitch doesn't take 50%. It's more like freaking like,
Yeah.
it's actually worse. Like the subs, they've been taking more than 50%. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. That's insane. They should actually like give
wasting
you like
energy.
70 or 80% and then take 20%. That seems fair to me. Like you're on my platform, but you're making all the income for my platform.
Yeah.
I'll do a quick gift sub. Screw you, Twitch. Yeah, because I really want to hit Resident Evil Requiem as well at some point. It's on my list, but I still have to finish Village. And
Warning. Long-range plasma cannon targeting your
yeah,
units.
I need to finish Village, or not Village. I first finished 7. I haven't even finished 7 yet, dude.
Yeah, I never played 7, but I watched 7 of 9. Hey, you know what? Well, now we can actually say that 7 of 9 for freaking Resident Evil. Resident Evil 7 of 9.
Yeah.
Resident Evil's, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to do that real quick. My base is actually getting targeted. I could get blown up and killed right now from afar. They have the GG cannon shooting. Where is?
오카 밑줄 다 밑줄 그라우치 저스트
Yeah,
서브스크라이브드
just I'm just gonna-
아카놈 밑줄 24 기프티드
I'm just gonna add to
아티에리
your
소프
fund,
오카
dude.
밑줄 다 밑줄 그라우치
Appreciate it. I don't know.
No worries, man.
How many gifted was that? 'Cause it hasn't updated.
패션 프루트 앤드 맹고 저스트
five.
서브스크라이브드
I think
아카놈
five,
밑줄
yeah.
24
Appreciate
기프티드
it. Thank
아티에리
you.
소프
Thank you very much
패션
for the
프루트
five
앤드
gifted.
맹고
Appreciate it.
No worries, dude. No, it's good, man. Like that's because I think Requiem is gonna be really.
핫비
Like,
탕케
everyone
밑줄
has been
밑줄
talking
저스트
so much about that
서브스크라이브드
game,
아카놈
and
밑줄 24 기프티드
I'm just
아티에리
trying to
소프 핫비
I've got
탕케
a
밑줄
rule. My rule
밑줄
is I need to finish games I have before I buy like a new game. So I'm trying to like just get
아피백사
all the
저스트
Resident Evils
서브스크라이브드
done, and
아카놈
Resident Evil
밑줄
4
24
remake at
기프티드
the
아티에리
moment.
소프
Oh man, actually
아피백사
is so irritating me. She's so
Yeah.
irritating me. I don't understand why you need a
B1S
partner.
10엔 포어 라이 저스트
And that you need to look
서브스크라이브드
after or
아카놈
babysit
밑줄
in the
24
game.
기프티드 아티에리
I
소프
hate it. I hated
B1S
it in
10엔 포어
Resident
라이
Evil 5 with Shiva as well. Although 5 was doable, 4 is doable. 6, it doesn't exist. There's no Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, that game is shit.
Oh, it's so bad, dude. It doesn't know what it is. It's really crap. But like Resident Evil 7, I really need to finish that. And then Resident Evil 8, Village, and then 9, yeah, Requiem.
Yeah.
Is Requiem also first person, or is
It's
it
first or
person?
third.
Do you know?
It's both. You can play it
so
in
they have
VR
both
as
in it.
well. Yeah, you can play it in VR as well, which I kind of want to do.
Yeah, dude, that'll be awesome. I saw a dude the other day on YouTube. He was doing VR in Silent Hill 2, right?
Oh yeah.
And he literally he decided to do a camping stream.
Warning.
So what he did was
Long-range plasma
he
cannon
slept in
targeting
Silent
your
Hill,
units.
you know, with the VR headset on. So he found like
Yeah.
a place where he could hide out and slept there. And the next morning he's like, that was the worst sleep he's ever had. He's like kept hearing shit all night. There's things outside. Yeah, dude, VR is getting quite insane at the moment. It's really like
Base under
Like, awesome.
attack.
They've made it now, like these modders who are working on VR, they basically have a formula where they can make every and any game into VR. Like, I remember years ago seeing Sea of Thieves in VR. I was like, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm playing that game in VR. I get seasick while in my chair. I already get motion sickness by just freaking playing like any other game. Although Resident Evil Village was actually really good in VR for obvious reasons. Lady Dimitrescu, you know.
oh yeah, the big woman. Yeah,
I spent most of my time shooting her in the butt. Not gonna lie. I didn't get past that
I must
part.
admit, like Resident Evil makes everything possible, dude. Like I love the idea. I'm starting to get into it now in Resident Evil 4. You know, the idea of like a this little kingdom that exists somewhere that no one knows about. It's like
Yeah.
up to evil shit. You know, yeah. The Plagas. Is the Plagas still a thing in Resident Evil 8, dude?
I don't want to spoil.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't want to
I'm
spoil
not
it.
gonna ask
But
anything more.
the only thing I mentioned was Lady Dimitrescu, but that's because she's you know, a kind of a big character that a lot of people took off of work to go and experience. So you couldn't not know anything about her. But yeah.
Yeah, because there's actually like there was this mini series. I think it was like 6 episodes called "A Cure for Wellness," and it's brilliant. The only problem with "A Cure for Wellness" is they stole Resident Evil. They stole the whole idea of the Plagas. So like the Cure for Wellness basically is about this place in like spoilers. I'm not going to give away any of the story, just the setting. But like the basically it's like this place in like Austria where you can go, you know, like a health clinic, like a spa where people go to like rest, recuperate, get healthy again, you know, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
it's set in this very old castle mansion kind of place. But then some of the old people that go there disappear. You know, like they just like, oh no,
Yeah.
they just died, you know, or whatever. Meanwhile, there's like this parasite that these people worship that's in the water, you know, below the castle. And this water that they keep giving the local residents contains that parasite, dude.
Yeah.
And for that parasite to grow to its next level, it needs to suck out all the human like source, dude. So literally people become like, you know, mummies from interacting with a parasite. So I was like, oh, you stole it from Resident Evil 4. Nice.
Yeah.
So the best Resident Evil movie is not a Resident Evil movie called A Cure for Wellness.
Go figure, right?
Yeah. I still rate that like The Dawn of the Dead is the best Resident Evil movie that's not a Resident Evil movie. And the Night of the Living Dead is brilliant. That's like OG, dude. George
That's
Romero.
classic. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. Like,
Where
you
the
know what I
hell-
love about like yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, where the
What are
hell
you
are all my
looking for?
workers at? All my tier 2 workers, my air workers. So many behemoths.
Dude, this battle is insane at the moment.
It's been
Like,
going
if I
for
just
an
look at the
hour.
mini map. Yeah.
Behemoth spotted.
This is what they mean when they mean beyond all reason. This is
Yeah.
what they
Core
mean.
spotted.
And I've seen games of like 16 players versus 16 players,
Warning.
which is
Long-range
like,
plasma
I have
cannon
no idea what those
targeting
guys are
your units.
running in terms of their computers and stuff. But like, the insanity of what's happening on screen.
Oh, what was it? Just yesterday, we were just playing a 15 versus 15 versus 15 versus 15, like, so 60 players, and it was the King of the Hill with lava coming up from the outside. It came up at intervals of every like 8 minutes, or if 8 minutes and 13 minutes and 17 minutes, you know, until the mountain was covered. And it was so fun. Like it was so silly. I was dead pretty quickly because I was like, oh, I didn't realize it was coming up that quick, and people's bases were getting sucked up and shit. It was so funny though.
Yeah, it reminds me of that StarCraft mission where you have to like mine on the lava, right? And then they warn you. You have to get your stuff, you know,
Yeah.
off of the lava as quickly as possible. Yeah.
The only difference is that the lava does not go back down. It did not go back down. It kept
no.
going up. It kept going up. The lava went up more and more and more and more.
Yeah, the game went from PvP to PvE, dude, in like a few minutes.
Oh yeah. They did warn you, like it was a dev that set up the lobby. He did warn people that you guys gotta get up the mountain, otherwise you're gonna die.
So funny.
The floor was quite literally lava. Yes.
I was typing like in a bit of a panic there. Retreat with the juggernaut.
Yeah, this juggernaut's actually gonna blow up our front line. That's not the right call, dude. That juggernaut needs to go forward and die. He's gonna.
Oh man, this reminds me of like Band of Brothers. You know, like when they're attacking in France and those tiger tanks come
Yeah.
after them, and the guy's like, "Our entire left flank is gone." It's like, yeah, dude, it's one tiger tank. Yeah, those things are insane, dude.
Oh yeah. I gotta remember that
You know,
these
what's so
walls.
funny is, like-
Ooh. Yeah,
Yo, that was a big hit right there.
that's quite painful.
Ragnarok spotted. Behemoth spotted.
Man, these guys have got some serious tech, huh?
Oh yeah, everyone's at tier 3 right now, and yeah. Oof. I'm trying to wonder where the hell my
Warning.
atomic bomb. Oh, there they are.
Long-range Plasma cannon targeting your units.
I have atomic bombers, but like, I was just trying to find where the hell did they go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry, Tim, I didn't catch that. Who was in chat? Timo and I, we need to like geek out on like astronomy stuff at some point.
Nuclear missile
Like
launch
just
detected.
like talk astronomy. But Timo, you also play bar, dude, don't you? You're also like a bar. You play
He's
like I'm
learning.
just starting.
Yeah, he's just starting to.
Spotted.
He'd be learning.
Yeah, we must hit some bar, dude. We must find a time and date that works for all of our times. I know like what's his name? Timo is relatively the same time zone as I am, so it's pretty late there on your side, Timo, I think. Unless you've moved to like the US or something.
Nuclear missile launch detected.
Oh, the guy warning us about the lava. Dude, I don't even know what's happening anymore. There's these weird fire dudes at the top there, at the top left. Holy crap.
Yeah, those are demons.
Flamethrower.
Actually, they're quite literally called demons. He's just sitting up there killing chaff. And I'm making
Holy
like
shit, this battlefield.
long-range plasma cannons to try to get rid of them.
Long-range Plasma cannon targeting your units.
Dude, that freaking behemoth is insane.
Yeah, we lost almost all of the behemoths. Oh, we have one behemoth. Yeah, the behemoth like has so much HP.
What's that huge tank thing that they keep sending your way? That like
That's the
mammoth
behemoth.
tank thing.
That's,
Is that the
it's-
behemoth?
The
Yeah.
behemoth is an incredibly slow-moving thing. Yeah.
Well, dude, it's got so much armor. It's insane.
Yeah.
Behemoth spotted.
Yeah, like this thing
Yeah,
right here is
so
the
it's saying
behemoth.
here-
Detected.
I'm probably gonna have to crash soon, but like I'm a you know when you're like awake. But it's interesting. I was watching this thing on like sleep patterns and stuff. Now ancient humans didn't sleep like we do. Ooh, GG's went in. Like there was this whole thing about ancient humans, like that would wake up in the middle of the night. There's a lot of evidence across cultures that like we had 2 sleeps at night. So we went to bed like relatively early after dark, after we ate and stuff, and then we would wake up in the middle of the night. And remember, you had nothing to do at that time as ancient man. There's nothing to do. There's like you don't have light bulbs, you don't have books, you don't have anything. So it used to be a time of contemplation. You know, maybe sitting by the fire, putting some logs on it, you know, thinking about life, and then going back to sleep for like the next few hours. So it's actually crazy that like we think we're supposed to be like 8-hour sleepers and sleep the whole night, but in fact we for thousands of years we didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, corporate America or corporate in general, corporations decided that we needed to work. We needed to sleep 8 hours and work. If they could get away with it, work
Yeah.
16 hours of our lifetimes.
Yeah, dude, there's this whole thing of, you know, like they say that like was it Henry Ford who literally invented the 40-hour week, and they figured out that like the 40-hour week is just enough to, you know, like it's the sweet spot between productivity and being passive enough that you don't really fight your employer because you're too tired, right? But you're also not that tired, so it makes you passive.
Detected.
It's quite interesting. Yeah, they got ideas to mow at night. Yeah. It's there's a guy called Lewis Williams, Professor Lewis Williams.
Titan
He
spotted.
did this whole study on the Khoisan here in South Africa, because there's still like a living hunter-gatherer society with the same culture. But he actually discovered that they're cave paintings. Everyone used to think that cave paintings were about like what people saw, like what they hunted and stuff like that. There's no real evidence to show that that is the case. And not just that, if you look at the Khoisan cave paintings and the cave paintings in the Neander Valley, where the Neanderthals come from, these cave paintings are not of just animals. They're like of weird dream creatures. So like you would see like humans that have the heads of animals or the legs of animals or things like that. So Lewis Williams, Professor Lewis Williams's theory, his hypothesis, his thesis is, and also just one thing I want to add is, after they did the cave paintings, they would paint like weird dots and things over the cave painting. Like, why would you do that? Why would you add stuff that
whole team
obscures
is
the
wasting
painting that you just
energy.
created with like weird dots and stuff and nets and things, like webs? So he did a study with these guys in London on trance states, like when people go into a trance state. Now, trance state can be
detected.
induced with like ayahuasca or hallucinogens. You know, lots of hypnotic plants that were used. Like in the Amazon, they licked frogs and stuff. But then also you can induce it naturally by like fasting, right? And then going into rhythmic drumming or something like that. So
Yeah.
they actually believe that like all the cave paintings, and so this is his thesis. Why paint in a
Warning.
cave
Long-range
where there's no
plasma
light?
cannon Targeting your units.
What are you painting?
Base under
If you look
attack.
at the biology of humans,
Nuclear launch detected.
humans, if you don't show a human a two-dimensional image by the age of 7 or 8 years of age, they can't see it. It becomes very difficult for them to actually see a two-dimensional image, like a drawn image or a photo or something similar, because there's no depth to that. So you need to learn that these images represent things. Your brain adapts with depth. But if you've never seen pictures, it becomes very difficult for your brain. So they had no concept of pictures. So his theory is that the stuff that they drew in the caves were what they saw in their mind. It was,
You are
they were in
overflowing
trance-like states when they painted that stuff. And if you look at people who are put on like hallucinogens and stuff, they normally see images, but they also see like weird colorations, blotches, nets over the image. So they didn't just paint the image they saw; they also painted the visual effects of their state of trance. So the theory is that that's where writing originated, because that was the first time we symbolically, put stuff, on like that represents reality onto like a wall or something.
Yeah.
And so if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have learned how to work with images that represent symbols or sounds or things like that. So yeah, it's actually quite crazy if you go deeper into like ancient humanity. We are a crazy species, dude.
Warning, long-range plasma cannon targeting your units.
Dude, this battle. So also, I hope you like had snacks, vitamin B injections, caffeine. This
I
is
still
gonna be
need
a
to have
wild
dinner.
week.
I still need to have dinner.
Oh shit.
It's already like 8 o'clock, and this battle's been going on for an hour and a half, or almost an hour and 9 minutes apparently.
Wasting energy.
But I
Dude,
forgot
this
I
is
played a game
where
before this.
Tesla. Yeah, this is where a Tesla bot, right, can really be helpful. Like if you had like like an Android at home, you're like,
Yeah.
Bessie, make me a sandwich, something.
Exactly.
Dude, if they bring out robots that can technically, like I see there now, like in prototype phase, but if a robot can clean your house, wash your car, do your dishes, iron your clothes and wash your clothes, clean your house. I think I've said that twice. That's how much I need it. And or mow your lawn, right? I mean, dude, and it costs the same as like, let's say a car. Dude, I would so think about it. I'm being serious. Like, and if you haven't like parents that are elderly or something, like having a robot that can like drive them around,
Titan
pick up stuff
detected.
for them, help them. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see the benefit, right, of having something like that.
It's just that at the moment, like, we have too much government intervention, like in all government agencies, where they want to spy with that technology. Like, it'd be nice to have that luxury, but it's also, do you really want your government knowing where you're going and authorizing whether you're allowed to go that way or go there? I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fascinating to know like what, like if you have a robot in your house, right? Like who's watching you? That's
Yeah.
the only thing I worry about is, it's when like most modern smart TVs now have like cameras and stuff in them.
Yeah.
And there was a huge scandal with Samsung TV a few years ago, where Samsung TV were periodically putting on and off television cameras, to look at
Nuclear missile
engagement
launch detected.
Yeah.
and stuff. So I mean, this could become a DoorDash girl scenario,
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so sorry for the dude. I mean, he asks, please just drop the DoorDash off at my door, and he passes out on the couch, and then this woman goes, in his house, dude. Then she's like, I was SA'd because I went in his house. I was SA'd, It's like someone
Yeah.
who breaks into your house and opens up your shower and looks at you and then says, you SA'd them, dude. It's like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah. What is that? Yeah. Yeah, I remember hearing
Apparently
about that.
she might get 6 years. Yeah, what happened was the whole story of the DoorDash girl was she came, there was a guy that asked for delivery, he asked for contactless delivery.
Base under attack.
So she arrived at his door and his door was half open. So she decided to go in, and then she noticed he was in his underwear
spotted.
sleeping on his couch. And so she took out her camera and live streamed that she came to do DoorDash, and then she comes to this dude within his underwear, and this is SA, and how can this dude do it? And so the entire internet turned on her, and this guy decided to take her to court for invading his privacy. So apparently she's now lost the criminal case as well, because she broke like a few laws, right, doing it.
Yeah, she entered his home
she
without
might-
consent. Yeah.
Base under attack.
Yeah, she might actually go to like
Base
prison for
under
5
attack.
years, and then he's probably going to definitely win the civil case against her. I don't know if she has any money. She's a DoorDash girl, but like who knows?
Yeah. Oh gosh. This is definitely the
But
end
at least
here.
it'll-
Warning, long-range plasma
Yeah.
cannon targeting your units.
Oh! Holy shit, dude.
Friendly
Like behemoths are pushing
guys-
forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, you guys have like the Maginot line here.
I even built like a little wall here with towers, and all the towers are gone. Lots of anti-air, but now that half of that's gone, if not all of it's gone. Lost my air advantage.
Dude, those things are insane. They're so tanky, huh?
Yeah, and only Cortex can make them. I can't make them, which is kind of shitty. I would make them if I could.
behemoth detected.
Yeah, there goes my frontline tier 3. That's GG.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Aliens, when they build that like that door, you know, they reinforce that, they build the barricades, and then when Hicks is done with the one door, he like slaps it, he goes, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they never checked the damn vents in the roof, dude. You know, really.
Launch detected.
Yeah.
Titan spotted.
Game over, man. It's game over. Oh man, that was
It wasn't
such a
even the
good game.
behemoth. It's not even the behemoths that killed us. It was the freaking GG cannon and nobody else getting shields. Like I built shields for me and like 2 people.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yes, this game's got so much to it. Like the end game is so insane.
Yeah.
Dude, I've just learned
Clear launch
watching you play this game how little I know.
Yeah. It's all good. Hey, Masa, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome, Raiders.
Yeah, they're catching the end point of an insane ass battle, dude.
Warning. Long range plasma cannon.
Also, I'm gonna
Target your
try
units.
to like put myself to
Base
sleep
under
here,
attack.
but like, dude, it's good to catch up with you, man. And
Yeah, it was
hit
fun.
Some,
Oh,
yeah, hit some stuff, dude, and get some into some bar here.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. No, this was fun. Like not just the game, but obviously the chat. I was quite a bit distracted.
dude.
I couldn't partake in much of it, but I tried.
No, man, it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I think I was also like learning by observation, just seeing
Base under
how you're
attack.
playing. I
Yeah.
noticed like at the end game, just one thing I noticed, like some interesting things, like for a noob, is just like you really do have to zoom out of your map. You have to like see what's happening all
Yeah.
over the place. That's one thing I'm not
Low
used
power.
to, you know, like in bar, because if you play a lot of like real RTSs and stuff, like, you know, StarCraft, you're constantly at one zoom level. You have to move where you want to move. This is, I love the fact that you can like move out, but you kind of have to, right? I mean, it becomes so
Yeah.
complicated here.
Yeah, it's you definitely have to, like, you don't have to worry about camera locations, for instance, like in StarCraft 2, because you just zoom out and zoom in, zoom out and zoom in, zoom out. You also have your little mini map that you can actually, nowadays you can actually adjust it to go to events that are happening, like pings, or like if something happens, like a commander explodes, like the mini map will go to where that happened. It's quite interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of,
think
it's
this
quite a
is
bit of a
great.
learning curve.
Anyway, but Timo, GG's, and Soulsteel, GG's, my man. Well played. This
Yeah,
is an awesome
GG.
game, and
Yeah, thanks for
but I'll
stopping
catch
by.
up with you, man. Definitely.
All right, sounds good.
Adios,
Thanks again.
muchachos.
See ya. How's bar going? Bar's going well. We had 2 good games. That's all we played was 2 games. That's a couple games you get used to it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and exit out. We already know who the victor is. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Thanks again, Masa, for the raid. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'm quite beat, and I gotta have dinner and all that shit. So y'all have a good night. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for the raid. Thanks again, Arcanum, for the subs. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Going to see who's around in the bar community. Look. Yeah, we had some pretty good games. If you guys want to check out the VOD and see how that game started, it's an hour long at least before you. But yeah. Nah, it's all good, Masa. It's no worries. You can just check it out in the VOD if you want to check out the game. It was good. So the reason why I was doing well in the game before, and then my my internet had a little bit of a hiccup, and so then I lost what the hell was going on, and then for some reason that's where we ended up with the game. Like we ended up in game 2. I was doing okay though in game 1 until I had an internet hiccup. Let me see who's around. All right, I'm gonna raid this guy. So thanks again. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. I never got into bar. That's all good. I mean, watching some games are definitely like you can enjoy just spectating bar too, though. If you wanted to download the game, you could actually just spectate games if you wanted to see how the game is played, cast games, or just watch for fun. You know, you have that luxury. But yeah, you too, Masa. Thanks again for the raid, and you take care of yourself. You guys take care of each other, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night. Peace.